Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
Your pursuers began to funnel in one after the other. Emboldened by the castle's embrace, they traveled forward without fear. After all, nothing could.
Ooh, that's their
nothing
first mistake.
A pair strides into the room, ready to take on simple challenge from the old castle Crowhenge. They stand, assess the situation, and one is immediately crushed by a falling rock. Liquidated by a chunk of molten ember, they are splattered against the floor. With the castle's magic on their side, reanimation is possible, but maybe unlikely given their current state. Immediately panicking, this one dives to the side. This one walks into the room with just enough time to see the mess, look at the floor, walk in, look over, open their mouth, watch as another companion wanders in, and then boom! The oil on the ground detonates.
Oh, no.
And these two are turned to smears on the ground as well.
Is anybody else feeling a little bad?
Diving to the
You
side.
did this without Harlock.
We didn't even know who was chasing us.
You notice the bits of metal on the ground begin to, like, the castle, now under the control of someone else, begins to try to fit them back together, but magic can only do so much at this point, you know? This paladin pokes their head in, a brave soul. That it? Okay. Takes a step forward and sinks into the quicksand.
This guy in the corner is horrified.
Yeah, this one in the corner is like, whoa.
This is like Normandy.
They take a look around. Okay, gonna have to ask the commander for, oh god, how many resurrections was that? Tries to count on his fingers. Goes, like, starts to wander across. The branches under his feet beginning to buckle from being burned.
Oh no!
Is this guy a
jumps
master
and
mountain
dives.
climber? Whoa!
Yeah, this guy just jumps and dives to the other side,
Full plate.
breathing heavy. Oh, close one. Everybody, watch out. The floor is lava. Looks back at the lava. Also sand.
Also
I don't
glass.
know. Also glass. These paladins begin to file into the room. This one gets the clever idea, much like the group did, to travel around this side, and they are impaled on sharp glass.
Oh no!
Out of the sand.
Was the army crawling through?
He tried to do a flying, like, okay, let me roll back the clock on this one.
Look how thin those slats are on the helmet. He fell
Yeah.
perfectly with two.
No, it isn't even that. He jumped up and tried to cross over and just impaled his lower torso.
Oh.
He's just stuck
He
there.
tried to Mario bounce it, the fool.
Yeah. But, were you here? Were you watching this gruesome display? You would notice there shockingly doesn't seem to be any blood. Like, what seems to leak out the sides of the armor is almost like ethereal in nature. It begins to, like, flutter away. These paladins have been clearly enhanced. You get the impression under normal circumstances, or in the condition of, say, more normal traps, they would likely just regenerate from any wounds, continuing on and on and on until they reach their objective. You guys found clever ways to make regeneration not matter so much, so good job on that, I guess.
They're no longer weighed down by their blood.
the rest of them begin to move around following this one's path, using their body as a stepping stone.
Oh no.
This one manages to cross over, and the sand room is thoroughly conquered. Emil finds his way back into the castle and stops as a barricade of paladins sort of just takes up the entire hallway, keeping him out and another group of adventurers in. What do you mean we can't pass? Come on, let us through. Nope, nobody leaves the castle right now. Unfortunately, you all have to stay. Meanwhile, on the other side of the room, what do you mean I can't get in? Nope, everybody's gotta stay out of the castle right now. Nobody in. The two exchange a look directly across the line. From behind this adventuring party, a paladin stumbles out. Body made out of that sort of same glowing light-like substance. They shamble forward almost like an undead, putting themselves back together, straighten, armor clattering and clacking in their form regained. They pat themselves down. Was I just crushed by a rock? He sits down in this chair and just reflects on his life. And from the hallway comes the clickety-clacking of a one Captain Vice. Okay, everybody, I'm going to need you to calm down. Let's not cause a situation. It seems like we're going to need every single paladin available to capture some runaways. He grins, despite the chaos of the situation, despite the contorted state of the castle. He seems to be almost imbued with a manic energy. He's enjoying the show for some reason.
Hey, we're not paladins.
Yeah, the diminutive chimera turns around. What do you mean calm down? Like, what's going on? What happened to the castles? She goes forward and, like, attempts to grab at Vice's collar. It's nothing to worry about at the moment. You can leave if you want, I suppose. Let them pass. He travels forward. We have our own issues to solve. Come, everybody follow me. The paladins begin to form up and sort of fall in line behind Vice. He travels past you, Hilda and Xanthi, and like flashes you a smile. By the way, I'm hoping to try this dungeon you spoke so highly of. It seems parts of it still remain. I hope to see Space Camp. Shit-eating grin ear to ear as he exits. And Emil kind of wanders forward. Okay,
Hilda kind
Bye.
of cocks an eyebrow at that guy because he looks very similar to someone she had a chat with earlier.
Oh, God, okay, what do we do?
We got
do
an
we do?
Illuminati to form.
What?
Don't worry about it. You didn't hear anything.
The one who's turned around is just like, yeah, Illuminati, that sounds nice.
Well, I suppose we could just leave.
Yeah. Looks at the door, looks back up, looks at the door, looks back up. Yeah, let's take a quick seat. What are we doing right now? Nahal sits down at the table and pulls out two of those review cards from the dungeon earlier. They're Case and Robin's, and she sort of lays them out on the table. And Xanthi, you cast a quick eye across them. They actually seem pretty positive. While Kay had a lot of fun punching the moon and punching out the steward, Robin probably had less entertainment value with the dungeon, but actually has a few notes speaking very highly of the people who were running it. Seems like they managed to endear themselves to her. So, what are you girls feeling?
I had a terrible time. I almost got beaten to death. And I played in a stupid minigame that made me glow and burn everyone's eyes out.
Oh yeah, my eyes still hurt.
Although, I did become filthy stinkin' rich just from that one room.
Yeah. Is money all you think about? Like, I'm gonna be real here. Is that it?
No, I do this for the adventure. Money funds the adventure.
Oh. What are you going to fund with all your filthy stinking richness?
I don't know, you want like a cool hat or something?
Oh, hell yeah. Hilda, how are you feeling?
Hilda kind of cups her chin and thinks pretty deeply. I wished there were more combats. We only really had the one.
It was plenty enough for me.
And there were fish.
That wasn't a fight, that was a slaughter.
As are most of my fights, but all the same. While I was confused by Space Camp, I felt the enthusiasm, and it seemed interesting, but I did like the people.
Okay then. She sort of kicks back in the chair. Oh, I think I know a way we could help. The paladins reach the market room. They enter, they look around, they take a look at these bananas that are shaking slightly, and this one looks down. There's some shiny coins sticking out of the bag right here.
Oh, jackpot!
Reaches down, picks it up, and from this wall right here, there is a crack as a cannonball whizzes straight across. Hits this one, immediately caves in his armor, sends him splattering backwards as he's scattered to the wind.
Was the other guy ducked down so he went straight over him?
This one was indeed picking up the bag of coins. Looks back, looks forward, looks around, takes a step forward, hits a trip line, immediately immolates.
Straight to the point.
These ones repeatedly set off the trip, the pressure plate as well, but having discharged the cannon, nothing more happens. But
Must have been the wind.
After a few more sequential clicks, it moves through the almost Russian roulette-like chamber of this installed gun on the wall. And,
no!
A glass jar. A glass jar full of like an almost slime flies and hits this guy on the side of the head. Oh, what the heck is this? Like picks it off the side of his helmet. Achoo!
The flu!
Man, that's weird. They begin to look through the room. Anybody got or see anything that could be used as tissues? Oh yeah, man, over here. This guy goes over and grabs a cloth and hands it to his friend and holds it up and begins to blow his nose into the towel mimic, which shortly adheres to his face.
No.
Oh, God.
And so the legend of Towel Eyes McGee begins.
This one, while not dead, begins rolling around on the ground as the rest begin to panic. Harlock's...
You're bleeding everywhere. I'll get you some bandages.
That spreads the flu.
These ones come in and see the situation unfolding. This guy wrapping him in bandage mimics. The entire tent begins to vibrate as Harlock's engine begins to shake at the same thing you saw in the hedge room as it just dumps out all these pop mimics, and they're plastic snake mimics. It's horrible. The entire room is filled.
It's a plastic snake mimic, just a snake.
Yes.
I like to think that a snake mimic, the mouth is on the side of its stomach. It's not even at the mouth.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
That's great. This unfolds over the course of like 3 to 5 minutes. It's during the time that Harlock was prepping the pendulum room, actually. The temporary amount of hell claims the lives of 2 paladins before they're able to get it completely under control.
I lost another one. Gotta move to a different state again.